Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. I'm very excited about this mission today because we're about to face off against a monster that I've never fought and never even looked into. He's standing right here. Here he is. The tyrant. The big fella himself. Let's put him out on the board. About to provide his benediction to the wonderful people of the stars. Yeah, so look, let's get straight into it. It's a Nemesis encounter, and so a little bit different. We don't go on a hunt, so we're just going to immediately depart. And once again, when we depart, we get 2 insanity from the legless ball innovation. So I'm taking 4 survivors into this. We're taking Drogo, and he does have some dragon traits. We're taking John. He doesn't have any dragon traits. John's going to wear the rawhide set with the bone darts. He's going to be our sort of semi-support, encourage, etc. Sansa with the bow, and she's going to be using the leather shield to give us some armor. And then Tywin, we've given him the Cat's Eye Circlet and the Lucky Charm in hopes that we can maybe get him to do some supporting stuff. No idea what this guy does. Literally have no clue. So let's bring up his showdown, shall we? All right, showdown. The tyrant. I'm so excited. There was a monster whose only fear was to be forgotten. Driven by that terror smouldering in its heart, the monster inscribed its face in the sky with a glowing breath. All who saw it grew sick and died, leaving nothing alive that could remember the monster's face. Cool, man. Okay, so we have 1 random terrain card, and that is it. Alright, let's get our random terrain card, shall we? So we have a giant stone face. Very nice, very nice. Now we also have these tokens which are called the Gate. So this is a Tyrant exclusive thing. I've never seen these before. So I'm not sure if we want to bash them or not. Yeah. Cool. We'll find out, I guess. Let's put that stone face out, shall we? Where do the survivors set up? Is it 2 or 3? There, and there. Looks right. Perfect. So with the bow, we have Sansa, the 5 spaces from all board edges. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's fine. And that's it. All right. We're just going to set up his deck. So here's his hit location deck. I just did a drop shuffle. This is the first time it's ever been used. So how good. There we go. Set that bad boy up. And now he's going to have 6 basic. So I might just do this since I've never used these before. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5 of these. So I literally have no clue what any of this stuff does. I'm so excited. Wow. This is one of the greatest things about this game, is that sense of exploration when you don't know what's coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you genuinely have no clue what to expect, and you're just hoping for the best. So we're defending our home, so we go first. Let me just make sure we've got everything here. So Crooked Step and Spectral Blast. So he can attack people from range 3. Shoots them, awesome. And then Crooked Step, great. So I'll just double check everything. So we've got the Nemesis in the center of the board, survivors in the blue spaces. We go first. Random terrain cards set up. Let's do this, friends. All right. So who do we want to start with? Don't have anyone with Quixotic or anything. Don't have any strength tokens there. Just double checking everything. John. Indecision, no hunt events. Tywin. Tywin's got Sword Oath. We haven't got a sword yet, so. Okay, let's go and start the ball rolling with Sansa because she is on the top there. So she's going to use her catgut bow. So that's 2 shots on a 7. It increases her range and her accuracy by 2. So she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in range. And her accuracy goes from a 7+ down to a 5+ thanks to being on the stone face. So that's 1 hit on a 5. So we get the Celestial Sleeves. Whoa, critical wound. Okay, so there's no gates at the moment. So if we wound him, we perform Crooked Step. Okay, so he's toughness 8, I believe. Yep. So Sansa's strength 2, the bow is strength 3, so she needs a 3 to wound. That's a critical wound. Great start. Unfortunately, gates are not at 2+, which I'm pretty sure is what that means. So we just do 1 wound. Sansa gets a bow proficiency. Great start, team. Great start. Let's do Tywin. Yep, just realised I've got wrong person for Tywin. Tywin is not a blonde lady. Tywin is a big strapping man. Go Tywin. So I think we will go Tywin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the rear. He's going to swing with Fist and Tooth. I'm so nervous. I'm dropping dice on the floor. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to roll his hits. Yep, good. Go Tywin. Alright, and alright, well he's only strength 1. So he's wounding on a... Wow, these critical wound things are good if you've got gates open. So he's wounding on a 7, but he's critting on an 8. So, first attack. So that's a crit. So we once again do not perform that wound reaction. And this one, same as before. So that's a failed wound. So we now do the reflex action, which is perform Crooked Step. Okay. So Crooked Step. The tyrant steps through an unseen gate, disappearing from sight. In his wake stands a rough-hewn black stone replica. Place a gate on the monster's current spaces. Boom. And then place the monster 6 spaces away from the survivor furthest from it. As far from other survivors as possible. Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So he's all the way over in the corner. You can't see him. He's just here. So, yep, that seems good. So there's now one gate tile on the board, so I'm tracking that here. All right. So we'll do Drogo now. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to attack with his spear from right there. So no accuracy buffs, so he's hitting on 6s. Glorious. Perfect hit. Glorious. Don't think he's got anything for perfect hits. So 2 hits. Wound. There's no crit. Oh, first strike. Okay. So this is a celestial test. Awesome. This guy's mad. So we have to do this one first. He suffers -1 strength to wound dislocation for each dragon trait they possess. So he possesses 2. So he's -2 strength on this roll. So the spear is 3. He's going to be effectively 1, which is 4, which means he's wounding on a 4. And if he gets a successful wound here, he gets a scar and +1 permanent strength. So he does. Awesome. 1 permanent strength and a bleeding token. Ugh. Yuck. Archive this hit location. Awesome. So to wound this one, there's no negatives, which means it's a 2+. Yep. So that's a wound. Oh, 1, 2. So he now performs Crooked Step. So there's now 2 gates on the board. And he's going to move away from the furthest survivor. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're both the same, so I will go up here. Because John is yet to go. So he will go, oh dear, John as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John will swing, he's got Fist and Tooth. It's a super dense. And a celestial test. Okay. So John does not have any dragon traits. So he is just wounding on a 7. There is no crit. So we have to do this one first. So wounding on a 7. Cheers. Cheers. Gain yourself a scar. Gain +1 permanent strength. Gain yourself a bleeding token. Another hit location archived. Another wound. And now this one, same as before. That's a crit. Cool. So archive any number of gate terrain tiles on the showdown board. If 5 or more are destroyed this way, the monster is knocked down. I have no interest in removing those at the moment, I don't think. So that's a baller turn. In our first turn, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 11 wounds, 12 wounds. Awesome. All right, but that's the end. It's the monster's go. Obsidian Barracude. He's already facing the most survivors. Place a gate terrain tile on the pink spaces of the barrier zone. Place monster level gate terrain on the blue spaces. Survivors that have gates placed on them suffer collision and knockback 5, then draw AI. Alright, well, let's do a dash with John. So see if he gets his survival back. He does. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's going to be a gate placed here. And then a gate placed here. So there are now 4 gates on the board. Okay, so that's, nobody's had gates placed on them. We're using that flow opportunity there. Draw an AI card. We have. Oh, it's a mood. When this comes into play, perform basic action. So he's going to do a random threat in range. What's his range? Move into range and attack target. So he's speed 6. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not in range there. 4, 5, 6. He's not in range there, so it has to be here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to get in range to shoot John. So it's a speed 2 attack. Accuracy is 3+, which is going to go to 6+. So that's 2 hits. And unfortunately, we can't dodge both of them. Where do they go? Hand and the body. We'll dodge the body. Take 2 to the hand. And then after damage, you suffer bash, which means you're knocked down. And then he's going to perform crooked step. So the crooked step means he moves somewhere. So the monster that's, or the survivor that's furthest is probably going to be Sansa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, so Sansa, so he's going to go 6 away from her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that's the end of his turn. Now at the start of the monster turn, if the gates... Oh, yep, and he puts a gate there too. Where was he standing? No, he was standing here. Cool. So there's now 5 gates on the board. Yucky. Start of the monster turn, if there are more than 2 gates, target a random survivor. Attack target, then discard this card. Okay, that one's alright. Might just switch over to this. So, at this point in time, we need to decide if we want to smash some gates. Well, I might just shoot. I might shoot with the catgut bow whilst we can with Sansa. Let me just confirm. So we've got a spear proficiency bonus. We've got our bow. No one else has got proficiency points. Yep, so John, cool. Alright, so yeah, Sansa's going to shoot the catgut bow. She doesn't have anything that'll impact her here. That's 2 hits. Go Sansa. Ooh, first strike. That's a reflex. Oh, this is awesome. We get destined there because there is 5 gates. That's perfect. So it's 5 gates here. We want to try and get a crit there, but we have to do this one first. So if we get knocked down, that'd be unfortunate. But Sansa has no dragon traits, so she is looking for a 3 to wound here on this first strike. That's a wound. So she gains the noble surname, Sansa Noble. And 1 courage. She then suffers 1 brain damage. Boom. Take a wound. Jumpo. Archive this hit location. The Celestial Challenge. And now this one. This is a huge... If we get a crit here, we get Frozen Star. Secret Fighting Art. Otherwise, we're about to get a Resonate, which is not good. So, it is a wound, but it is not a crit. So, we'll do a wound. She's now going to suffer 1, 2, 3, 4, and then her 5th brain damage causes a brain trauma. A 5 on the Brain trauma. Danger seizure. You thrash about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself, to her head. And gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. Cool. Random disorder that she gets is post-traumatic stress. Outstanding. Okay, did I do a wound there? I'm gonna have to check the footage. Stand by. Okay, I did take the wound. So there's no crooked steps being done. We just did the resonate. Target suffers brain damage. If they suffer 5 brain damage, they gain the destined disorder. So she did suffer 5 brain damage, so she has the destined disorder, which is cool. Oh, they're in the same row for rust. Ooh, cool. All right. Well, the problem with the situation that we're in now is that I'm not sure we're going to be able to do too much about it. I think we might try and smash some gates. So, Drogo, he's going to smash the gate. If you have a weapon, with heavy or club, add 1d10 to your roll result. So the King Spear is heavy, so that's a 12. The gate explodes, gain 1 survival. Place your survivor adjacent to the monster, archive the terrain tile. Perfect. And then I guess Tywin will do the same. He does not have a heavy weapon, so he is just going to suffer bash and monster level damage to monster level hit locations. 1 damage to the boot. Down to 4 gates. This is so cool. And he is, was that knocked down? Yep, bash. Alright, that is the end of our turn. It is monster turn. Yep, so when this performs into at the start of the monster turn, there's 2+ gates, so we target a random survivor. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's Sansa, so she's going to take 4 speed, accuracy 2+, so that's going to go to 3+. So that one misses, and then these all hit. Body, body, boot, boot, body, body. So we'll call that a day. She suffers bash and bleed 1. So then target a random survivor, attack them, then discard this card. So now we draw an AI card, which is Air Slam. The furthest threat in field of view in range. It has to be Drogo because he's the only threat. Move into range. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. So he's 1, 2. No, he's going to go here. 1, 2, 3. Just going to move. Yep. You can't see him, but he's over this side. He's hanging out over here. Hello. Great. So this is a terrible, terrible one. Speed 3, accuracy 5+, which is going to go to 8+, and then he's going to do bash at the end of it. So that's no hits. So no bash. He then performs Crooked Step. So his Crooked Step from the furthest survivor possible. So he's going to go here. It's going to be 6 spaces away. So she's going to get up. He's going to get up. She's not going to get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Air Slam. we've got 4 wounds to do. So we might start doing some hit location scouting now. So let's start with Tywin. Looking at the hit locations. Some trials and tests. Good. Reincarnated surname, Scar. Yeah. Well, the only person who's in range is John. John's in range. He's got 1 dragon trait. He's got the bone darts. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by... John's going to encourage Sansa to stand up. She stands up and he gets his survival back. Hello. We're gonna put those 2 first. Perfect. That was the end of his act, by the way. He'll just go there. Drogo's gonna go there and smash the gate, which smashes it. He gains a survival. But he's at max and he's going to end adjacent to the monster there. And then John's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll go there. 1, 2, 3 using a dash. Doesn't get the survival back for the dash. So attacking with fist and tooth. Into the side. Doesn't have any fighting arts. No hits. So we get Blistering Star. When this mood comes into play, perform basic action. Target a random survivor. It's everyone. So Drogo's 1, 2, John's 3, 4. So John, you're going to take 2+ goes to 5+. Miss, miss, hit, hit. Suffers bash and bleed 1. Boots and head 1, 2, bleed 1, and bash, which means he's knocked down. I don't have a surge, so I can't do anything about that basic action. Oh yes, no, sorry, I've done that completely wrong. Because that was not his basic action, that was the Blistering Star mood. So it's not that, it's actually 2 swings, random threat in range. So it's either John or Drogo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's John. Fine, it's John. So he swings at John with his speed 2, accuracy 6+, 2 misses. Then he performs Crooked Step. It's going to put him down here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here we go. There's 5 gates back on the field. So that mood's in play. Alright, so Sansa's going to shoot her bow. 2 shots. 1 hit from Sansa. It's a first strike. She has 2 dragon traits now, so she's -2 strength, which means she needs a 5. That's a 5. So she gains the reincarnated surname and 1 understanding. I don't know what to do if she gets 2 surnames. I'm just going to look that up later on. 1 understanding, which gives her awake. And 1 brain damage. So the awaken roll. Awake. Awake. A tooth-grinding crescendo of emotion suddenly stops, leaving you in a moment of serene clarity. So it's an understanding roll. It's an 8. Gain 1 permanent evasion and the champion's right fighting art. She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. This guy's so fun to fight. Wow. What a champion. Good work, Sansa. Yep, that's it. So we might do Tywin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so he'll dash and get into position here. And he'll swing with Fist and Tooth. Or did he already go this turn and look at the... No, he didn't. That was last turn he did that. I'm pretty sure. Yep, because we did Blistering Star. Great. No hits. Unlucky Tywin. Cool. John is going to run or move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4 to here and bash that gate. Another gate destroyed. Teleporting to here. Alright, it's now Blistering Star, so we do this. Random Survivor. So it's going to be 1, 2, Tywin, 3, 4, John, 5, 6, Sansa. So it's John. So John's going to take a speed 4 attack, hitting on 5s. 2 misses. 2 hit locations are the body and the way and the good. So body, legs. There's his bleed token from before. Bash. That's now discarded. Oh, I didn't do that wound from before. So now we do the AI card, which is Obsidian Barricade. He's already facing the most survivors. Place gate spaces. Boom. And boom. On the blue spaces of the barrier zone. Survivors that have gates placed on them. Nope. Then drawing an AI card. So the only AI card he's got is Blistering Star, which means he's going to perform a basic action. Ooh, which means he's going to move into range and attack the random threat in range. So that's going to be Sansa, Tywin, or Drogo. So it's Tywin. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. No, he'll go 2 to there. And then he's going to shoot with 2 speed on a 3+. Goes to 5, so that's 1 hit. He will dodge with a survival so that he doesn't suffer bash. Then he's going to perform Crooked Step, which means he's going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. This is very, very annoying. Stop running around, doofus. So that Obsidian Barricade's back in there. And that's another gate. Alright, Tywin. Sansa will stand up. So if she dashes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. She's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's out of range. No way she can do it. So we might stand up with Sansa. We'll stand up John. John's here. We know what's next on the list. So let's go with John. No, hasn't got champions right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do Fist and Tooth. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny boy. 1 hit. Celestial Test. He has 1 dragon trait. Come on, Johnny. Oh, that's not a wound. Knocked down and gains 1 bleeding token. That goes here. We're now going to use Tywin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to move to there, and he's going to look at the top 3 on the hit location deck. There's the trap. Okay. So there's not much we can do at the moment. I want to try and find the death blow if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll hit that gate. Gate's destroyed. Yep. Don't think we can do much else, team. Oh yeah, that teleports him to here. See what I'm going to do with Drogo? He's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, end of the turn. Blistering star trigger. Actually, she'll go here. Move to there. Blistering star triggers. Target a random survivor. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reroll. 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 Can you stop, Deno? Come on, mate. Tell your Deno dice to calm down. It's Drogo. 4 dice hitting on 5. 2 hits. Drogo suffers a bleed token. And he's going to be bashed. Boots and body. 1, 2. That's done. The AI card is Obsidian Barricade. He's facing the most survivors. He puts a gate token here, which means John suffers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knockback and bash. Collision. Knockback 5. Yep. Then another gate goes here. Wow. It's 8 gates on the board. Then he draws an AI. It's Blistering Star. Boom. So, basic action, the random threat in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get there, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. He's going to shoot Drogo with 2 misses. So no bash. He then performs Crooked Step. The furthest survivor is going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now I think we can get the job done. So, there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so John stands up. Sansa's going to shoot her bow. Try and get 2 wounds. That's 2 hits. We know what these 2 are. Celestial Trial. Celestial Gauntlet. She's already got reincarnated, I believe. She's -4 strength to this. Damn. Come on. Nope. She suffers knockback 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Alright, I'm then going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just 1 short. No! I can't do it. Maybe I can actually. I'll use Tywin will use this. We'll do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using a dash, does he get the survival back? He doesn't. He's going to throw his bone darts. Why do you not have champions right? Oh, it's a hit! The Celestial Resonator. Oh, he needs a critical wound really badly here. Come on, John. Come on. Oh, is that a wound? It is a wound. because he's strength 2. And the bone darts are strength 3. That is awesome. Well, that removes that obsidian barricade. He now suffers 8 brain damage, which means he gains the destined disorder. Terrible. 1, 2, 3. What happens to John? On a 5, it's a danger seizure. He gains 1 damage to the hands. 1d5 insanity. Oh. 1. And a random disorder, which will be traumatized. Cool. Okay, we're in pretty good shape now because, well, we're not in great shape, but we know the death blow's next, and he hasn't got a lot of wounds. So what happens is this triggers because there's 2+. So he's going to target a random survivor. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's Drogo hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Head and body. Suffers bash. Then this gets discarded and then it comes into play. So that means that we do a basic action. So a random threat in range, it's one of these 2. So we'll choose, 1 to 5. Yep, so it is John. He's already at the right range. He's going to shoot John with basic action. 2 on a, that's a miss. That is a hit to John's waist. We'll allow that to go through. John suffers bash. He then performs crooked step, which means he's going to go here. Okay. All right, I think we can do it. Come on team. So that's now in play. So we just need to do 1 wound. So we're going to do, Sans is going to stand up Drogo. Tywin's going to use the circlet. We know those 2 are, so we're going to put that one there, that one there. We're going to dash with Drogo to get him into range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does Drogo have Champion's Right? Drogo will use his Champion's right now. He's going to hit on a 6+, which goes to 3+. Come on, Drogo. Come on, mate. Okay, we're going to do the death blow. Come on. Come on, Drogo. Come on, Drogo. Well, he's strength 4. And the spear's 3. So he's wounding on anything but a 1. If I roll a 1 here, I'd probably use my lifetime reroll. But I don't. The death blow! How good is that? 2 proficiency levels. 1 permanent strength. Fated blow, fighting art. And pristine. Tremendous. Jeepers, got a bit hairy in the end there. Got a bit hairy in the end. But we got it over the line, which is great. And we got the death blow. I'm happy about that. Great work. Great work. You can't. I mean, you can't really plan for the death blow. You can try and work your way around it, but I usually don't worry about trying to do it until it gets really, close to happening. And if you haven't seen it, that's when you start slow playing and trying to make it happen. So that's awesome. We have defeated the tyrant. Back to showdown the tyrant. So yeah, Manage departing survivors. Everyone gains 1 hunt XP and everyone gains the return and advance the year. The rewards. The survivor may choose to gain iridescent hide or oracle's eye. Drogo. Which one of these will help you? Iridescent hide looks like the option to go for there. Yep. Let's do it. Iridescent hide. Oh. He's got crystal skin. That's pretty cool that he's got iridescent hide. Oh, that's an awesome ability. Wow. For each different coloured affinity in your gear grid. Man, he's got crystal skin and that. That's amazing. Nominate up to 2 survivors for a level 1. They gain dragon vestments and the destined disorder. Well, I don't know that they have to be returning survivors. So let's go over here. Let's give Ned the destined disorder. And let's give Olenna the destined disorder and piss off that hoarder. Awesome. So, and then we gain dragon vestments. I don't know what they are. Let's have a look. Wow. When you add 1 to all hit locations, when you gain a random fighting art, select a dragon trait one instead. That is awesome. Okay, that's so great. All right. We haven't got nightmare training. It's not a level 3, so we can return to showdown. We've got a couple of timeline events: Midnight's Children and the Hanged Man. Midnight's Children. Weakness is anathema to strength. Alright, the Tyrant descends the obsidian staircase with a gift. The settlement gains the Radiant Orb innovation. Nice. Cool. The survivors marvel at their reflection in the gleaming obsidian. The Radiating Orb. Departing survivors and newborn survivors. Whoa, that's awesome. And we add the lantern oven consequences to the deck. Scrap smelting, cooking. Okay, sweet. Jeez, we've got a thick deck now. Great. So then we marvel at the reflection. We definitely have 4 or more dragon traits because those 4 people that came back had 4. So what do we want to roll here? Tyrant, Culls the Dead Rate, Regal Edge. I wouldn't mind that 1 to 3 actually. Alright, well, let's see what we roll and see if we want to decide. A Lantern 10. A random survivor gains a dragon investment. Each survivor with a dragon trait gains a random fighting art. I kind of want that Regal Edge. Yep, half the survivors without dragon traits are killed. The Tyrant presents the settlement with... So... Dragon trait, dragon trait, dragon trait, dragon trait. Arya has a dragon trait. Catelyn has not got a dragon trait. Gilly's not here. Marjorie doesn't have a dragon trait, so that's 1. Has a dragon trait, has a dragon trait. Doesn't have a dragon trait, so it's rounding down. Half the survivors without dragon traits are killed. Yeah, we might do that, and we might just kill Marjorie because she's apathetic. And we get, we only get one from Graves. Get one. Cool. And then we get the Regal Edge rare gear. Regal Edge. Regal Edge, it's a sword. Tywin's using the Regal Edge. Nice. Alright. Great. Great. So that's awesome. So that's the end of that story event. And we now also have the Hanged Man. Boom. This is a cool story. Oh no, suddenly the mutilated body of a fellow survivor hangs in the center of the settlement. Their life snuffed out. Your ears become flush with a dull ring, and panic and fear creep into your mind as you struggle to comprehend what just happened. A tall, grim stranger stands before you with eyes deeper and blacker than any you've ever seen. In its hand, a lantern with a distorted face emits a piercing light and a deep reverberation that fills the folds in your brain. Look at him, he's a great guy. Look at him, he's so great. With slow, soundless steps, the stranger advances. You call out in fright, but find you cannot speak. The only sounds that can be heard within the light of the bizarre lantern are those emanating from it. Outside of the light, no one notices the stranger. They talked in shocked and frightened tones around the hanging corpse, unaware of the danger lurking behind them. Look at this. Yes. This is one of the coolest stories in the game. Within this soundless, reverberating pocket of light, the deranged survivor stands limp, their face staring blankly at the ground, and their faces in the ground staring blankly back at them. Sensing something amiss, the grim stranger stops its approach just inches from the deranged survivor. You can't hear it, but you can feel it. A confident laughter that splits the deranged survivor's face nearly in half. You are filled with a desperate wonder as you watch them find something dark and terrible within themselves. Transformed by the intensity of the situation, the deranged survivor's expression is forever changed. You are unsure whether to feel afraid of them or envious. Abyssal sadist. Alright, well, reduce all survivors' survival to 0, nominate a survivor to get a deranged expression. So we will nominate, I think we'll just make it Tywin. Actually, let's make it Drogo. Abyssal sadist. Cool ability. Very good. We're not going to start the showdown now because we have a settlement event. And then we will hopefully be doing an innovate. We get a heat wave. That's fine. Any survivors with heavy gear. The only person who's got heavy gear is Drogo, who is wielding his King Spear. So he cannot depart. We cannot do science and education endeavours. So that's not too bad. Heat wave. No. So let's do our innovate. So we're going to use the silk, the web silk from the legless ball. We're going to gain a silk. That's one, and then we're going to turn that silk into a hide. And then we're going to do an innovate. So many innovations. No. No. Alright. Nightmare training. Awesome. Perfect. Face painting. Perfect. Sculpture is also great, but it's going to have to be something special. Face painting, it's what we needed to get the ball rolling on our population. We shall take face painting. It is an easy choice. Okay, so that leaves us with one endeavour. We could do a face paint and then use our love juices, but I think we might hold on to that and go for that next lantern year. That gives me a little bit of confidence that we will have our survivors ready to roll. Just to get rid of our skull and our organ. So I think we're probably just, our best bet is to, no one can depart with heavy gear, but that's actually not great this lantern year. So let's try and find fluid. It's cocked. That's an 8. Your settlement finds enough fluid. You may endeavour normally. I don't want to endeavour normally, actually. I just want to depart with heavy gear. All right. Well, that's actually going to do this part of the settlement. We're about to do a special showdown, but we're actually going to do that in the next lantern year. So we're going to do two missions next, or 2 showdowns next lantern year. We'll do our showdown with the Manhunter, and then we will also go hunting a Spidicules, I think. And do we have anyone that can chop the face off the spider? 10 insanity. We don't, but hopefully we will be able to. No one's got heavy gear, do they? Yep. Tywin has heavy gear, the heavy white line gauntlets. Alright friends, we'll call that a day. Oh yeah, no, we can, what did we get? We got an 8+ on the heat wave, so you may endeavour normally. Yeah, we want to depart with heavy gear. I think heat wave just means you lose all survival when you depart. Any survivors? Yep. Yep, set your survival to 0 after applying all bonuses. Okay, so Tywin cannot depart. Drogo cannot depart. So we'll send out Jon. We'll send out Arya. We'll send out, won't send Catelyn. We'll send Ned. And we'll send Olenna. Everyone's survival is 0 anyway because of the Manhunter event, so not really a big deal. Departing with heavy gear, getting your survival set to 0. We've got to rescue Gilly. Alright friends, I'm going to call it a day there. I look forward to seeing you all in the next Lantern Year, where we will face off against the Manhunter and the Spidicules. That was an awesome showdown against the Tyrant. I loved it. What a guy. Look at all the gates on the board. What a doofus. Alright team, appreciate it. See you all in the next Lantern Year. Big Deno.